Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now today I'm going to be giving you some tips for university. I know a lot of you have gotten your A-level results, your BTech results, and now you've gotten some offers, I hope, from your chosen or desired university. Yeah, I'm just here to just show you things you need to look out for now that you started university so you don't make the same mistakes I've made. I really hope this video can be valuable to at least one person out there. Now, my first tip would be that now you start university, it's your first year. Now use your first year to really figure out, is this subject for you? Do you really want to do this subject? Is this university really for you? And what I mean by that is that you could be starting a subject and you realize that actually this you're not really enjoying it, or actually this university is not really giving me what I thought it would give me. These modules are not exactly what I wanted, and you may want to transfer universities. So it's good to know that beforehand. Give yourself a year, just first year, because I know sometimes if you do want to transfer universities, you can do so. For some, yeah, for some unis, they do allow you to come into a different uni and actually continue as if like you've already started at that uni. So you can do your first year at one uni and then do your second and third year in a different university. So really figure out if that's the subjects you want to do. For most subjects, I believe, or some for most unis or some unis, the first year doesn't count towards your final grade. So but do take it seriously, because it does get harder. So if you can't even complete first year, how do you expect to complete second and third year? So do take it seriously. So I'm also in your first year, you want to actually think, is this university delivering on what they actually said or what they promised? So for example, maybe the work experience they said they will give you, maybe some trips they said that would be arranged for you. So that will really tell you what you need to know about the university in your first year. So just make sure you find out as much as possible so you know whether you can continue, you want to continue your degree in that university, or do you want to change course. I know sometimes with uni, you, even if you're after your first year, you can still change course and go into something else and continue like into second year with a different subject. Just take your first year seriously, because if you don't take first year seriously, you won't know what you don't like or what you do like, and you might start finding out in your second year, and that might be too late. Now at university there is a lot of group work. I don't know if you have heard from anyone, but yes, there is a lot of group work, and this could be a group presentation, this could be like a group exercise. Usually with group work, you end up coming together, revising on a subject, preparing some PowerPoint slides and presenting it in front of your lecturer, and you're graded on this. And this could be worth anywhere from 15% to 50% of your module. Obviously varies depending on the subject and what you need, but my point being is that it can actually affect your grade enormously. So my advice to you is that with group work, choose people you believe are hardworking, who would be sensible, people who would actually turn up to meetings. Because if someone does bad, if your group does bad as a whole, you're going to get a bad grade. It doesn't matter if you stand out, if you're amazing. If your group is not good as a whole, you will suffer for it. So it's very, very important that you choose your group sensibly. Don't think, oh, I just want to be with my friends or anything like that. Do not be shy, because this is your life. That's what I'm saying. Don't be shy. Don't feel any type of way because you're asking someone to join their group or whatever the case may be. You just need to care about your grade. That's the most important thing. So when it comes to group work, please choose people who are sensible. Another thing I want to mention is a referencing. Referencing is when you give credit to the source you've taken information from. So normally you reference within your essay, and then at the end of your essay, you have like a reference list which has the date, where the source came from, and all of that jazz. You can find it online. It's very, very important to get used to this now. Referencing worth like 10% of your grade, not that much, but it is very, very important and something you want to get used to now. And yeah, just do some research on it. It's very, very simple, but it's good to know about it now. The one I used when I was at university was Harvard referencing, so you can actually just type in Harvard referencing, just see how it's being used. So yeah, it is something that you should learn how to do. Another point I want to make is essays. So with university, obviously most subjects you're going to be writing a lot of essays. Now my tips for essay is that you may think you know it all. Your lecturer is giving you a question, yeah, 2,000 word essay, discuss the key economic growth factors in I don't know, China, for example. So you might think you know it all, you just search it up. But I'm telling you right now, the best way to go is to ask your lecturer, how do you want it structured? What key things are you looking, or key information are you looking for within the essay? Because at the end of the day, your lecturer is going to be the one to mark your work, and they're going to mark it accordingly to what they want to see. So it's very, very important. Even if you feel like the question is easy, it doesn't mean you're going to get an A. So ask your lecturer, how does he want the essay structured? Where does he want you to find information from? What key theories does he want to see? Because he has a mark scheme. Your essay could be good, it could be relevant in general, but if it's not taking all the things he or she is looking for, then you're not going to make the grade. Make sure that when you're writing essays, you take your information from academic and reliable sources. That is something you will learn, but it's great for me to just let you know now. Another point I want to make, or another tip I want to give you guys, is that when you do go to lectures, it's very normal to not understand certain things. Very, very normal. So don't get frightened, don't get angry or frustrated when you don't understand something. Please, I've been there a million times, and it doesn't mean you're not gonna pass the exam, or you're not gonna pass the essay or anything like that. But one thing I'm going to tell you is take notes, because you have some lecturers, they work differently. Some lecturers will put up PowerPoint slides and you can access them. Some lecturers will just write on the board and then rub it out. So once they've rubbed it out, you don't have access to those notes anymore. So write down as much as possible in the lectures. Even if you don't understand it in the moment, just keep writing it down, because I'm telling you right now, when you come to revise, everything will make sense as time goes on. Write down anything you feel like is important that he or she has mentioned. Make sure you write it down and have good notes that you can refer to. And if you feel like if you've missed a class or you've missed certain things, you can compare your notes to other people. Another thing, if your university or your lecturer specifically records the lessons, it is very, very worthwhile watching those videos over and over. This helps me a lot with my master's degree, actually. And I literally did not understand anything in the lecture, but when I went back home and I watched over the lecture videos, I was able to understand a lot of things that I had missed completely. I was in lectures, so please do take advantage of that. Also take advantage of mark schemes, looking at previous, because every lecture is different. University is not like A levels or BTEC or whatever. You can't just like search it online and find mark schemes. No, the mark schemes are with your lecturer. So try your best to get your hands on them and practice them a lot, because I'm telling you, right, your lecturer is going to be the ones who write the exam. So it's not so it's going to be unique to for that university, for that subject. It's going to be unique. So yes, make sure you get a lot of practice. Now when it comes to money is important. You're now a student. I believe a lot of people are going to be getting their money through student finance, and sometimes student finance is not enough. I can actually remember when I got my student finance at university, it was actually enough for me. I'm not going to go into too much detail, so I'll just give you briefly some money tips at university. So, when it comes to food, please budget to around £30. Yes, you can actually spend £30 a week on food. If you go Tesco or go Asda, Lidl, you can get cheap food that you can make. It's so tempting to just start buying takeaway, but you don't want to be in a position where you have no money and you're at university and you're away from parents and you're worried about your submitting an assignment, and then you're worried about money. You don't want money to be a problem. So budget about £30 for food. Try to find an accommodation as close to the campus as possible. I know sometimes it might not be possible. Try to find an accommodation that's not too far from the uni. At least if there's like a uni bus that can take you straight from your accommodation to your campus, that's also great. Try and budget and find a room, because usually students stay in a student accommodation or like a house share. And make sure you try and find an accommodation that is no more than £500 a month in rent. So that's I know everyone's circumstance is different depending on the city you go to, university you go to, all of that stuff. So what I'm saying is very, very generic, but I just hope like it gives you like a rough idea of how much you should spend. Keep a clear budget of what you're spending. Now at university, you normally have core modules that you're going to do. So your standard modules, and then you can have optional modules for, and usually it's for, yeah, each year you have your core modules and you have modules that you can choose. Now with optional modules, it's very important you choose a module that's actually relevant to you and relevant to the career you want to get into. With optional modules, I think it's really great for you to go to the lectures for all of these optional modules. Unless you already know definitely what you want to do, that's great. But it's good to get a taste of the different, if you're not sure what module is best, just go into the lectures and actually see what the module is about. There's like a brief introduction of each module. You can then go to the lecturer after lesson to ask more questions about the module. So yeah, my tip would be try to go to the lectures or intro lectures to all the optional modules, and so you can just make a more informed decision. Now finally, this is going to be my last tip: join a society, get a summer internship, do a placement year, all of that jazz. You're coming into university, you don't want to just come out with a degree. You need to come out with more than that. You're going to get loads of graduates who are applying for the same jobs you're applying, and maybe who have a 2-1, a first. So it is, you need to stand out. So definitely join a society, try your best to secure summer internship. I didn't secure one, and it did make things difficult. I know people who have secured a summer internship and were able to get grad offers because of that. People who were able to secure a placement year, and that helped them get a graduate job because they really liked that they already had some experience. So please, please, please do secure, like it's is mandatory. In my eyes, it's mandatory that you come out of university with a summer internship or placement year, even if it's not related to what you want to do. Another benefit of securing a summer internship or placement year is that you'll be able to understand the working world. You'll be able to ask questions. You'll be able to get an idea of what area you want to go into. So when you come out of university, and you start applying for grad jobs, you know, okay, this is what I want to go into. Actually, I'm not saying that whatever grad job you go into is that's where you're going to stay, of course not, but you have you're well informed to make a proper decision. So yes, please do try and secure a place, some sort of work experience. That's all the tips I have for you guys. I really hope you've taken some of these tips on board and they've been useful, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.